Probably about three-way up. Three-way up. Three up. One, two, three, one. Three, one, two, to your herd.
Was on a tangent, being managed out here without a heart, but this girl changed me. Can't explain it. Really don't know where to start. Love it, love it, love it, oh. Love it, love it, then love it like a dog. Damn, she got that dough. And once I got her hit it, first direction when I'm coming back. Figured I hit it once, it would be straight, but I'm feeling to get the feeling back.
Welcome, ladies. Thank y'all for joining me. The Love Levels Experience. Now, as you know, I'm very inquisitive and trying to really get to the bottom of just the dating life, talking to unmarried individuals and eventually married individuals. And so just to get to know you all, I'll start with you. Just name, age, what you do.
Okay, well, my name is Natalie Knorr. I'm a nurse, agency travel nurse. I'm 25 years old and I currently live in Philadelphia.
Awesome. So I'm 24. My name is Sarah Turner. I'm currently a PhD student at Drexel University studying organizational behavior, all the workplace issues, and yeah, that's me.
Okay, awesome. Now, have y'all, because two beautiful ladies, y'all single?
Completely single.
Meaning,
As of right now, yes.
okay. And how long have you been single?
That's a great question. Okay, like exclusive relationship, single, 6 months.
6 months, okay. So still healing?
A little bit. Like every now and then it'll come up and I have to rehash it, but pretty much over it, yeah.
How long was the relationship?
Let's just say we dated on and off since college.
So is that 4 years?
4 years about, yeah.
Love of your life?
Could be.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay. What about you?
So I've been single for 4 years. Yes, healing. Yes.
Okay, healing.
Our relationship lasted approximately almost going towards 6 years. I'm over it now because I have been single for 4 years, so I don't bring it up as often as I used to in the beginning stages.
Okay. What ended the relationship?
Well, he was my first boyfriend, and so we were together since I was 17. I'm 25 now, as I mentioned previously. And, he was just unwilling to grow, and as I was growing, it kind of felt like, stumped on him. But, yeah, that's basically it.
Okay. So you were growing and he stopped growing?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? What ended it?
For me, I would say it was really the beginning that ended it because we were young, didn't really know what I wanted. And so you get into it and you end up with someone that you care about, but you're in different places in life, different priorities. And so we had to separate and see if we align later, but maybe not, maybe so. So we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, right now, in this dating market, just seeing the state of men, the state of women, social media being so prevalent, how would you describe the dating market? Like, how difficult is it?
It has a little bit of pee.
A little bit of pee in it, okay, in the dating pool.
Yeah, definitely. You're dealing with a lot of individuals who don't even know what healing is or aren't taking the steps to become a better person, better human, self-awareness we spoke about earlier. I think that's one of the biggest main parts of dating is, or trying to become a better individual is knowing that you have issues you have to work on. So healing, self-growth.
So if you meet a typical guy, you feel more mature than him? Because you're 25, right?
Yeah.
So the 25-year-old men, are they on your level?
Tony, I've dated men in their 30s.
Yeah.
You know, like
And still
and
immature.
still immature.
Mm. And that means like they just want to jump into bed or.
When I mean dating, it's just like getting to know each other. Jump into bed, manipulation, trying to get you jealous, gaslighting you, trying to like spark a reaction. I notice these things.
Yes.
You know, I've dealt with it for some years.
Absolutely.
I'm like quick on my feet when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
men and
Mm-hmm.
tactics.
And now I hear a little bit of accent.
Grown boy tactics.
Oh, grown boy.
Grown boy.
I hear a little bit of accent in your. Are you American?
I'm Dominican.
Dominican?
So I'm
Okay.
Hispanic. I'm bilingual, so I speak Spanish, read it and write it fluently.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. And
Yes.
now, how would you describe the dating pool?
So from my viewpoint, I'm 24, so early 20s, which means a lot of people don't know who they are yet, right? So it's a lot of looking for pleasure rather than having purpose. And so that's really hard to go into a space where you don't know people's real intentions. They might not even have intentions. And so it almost makes you want to just guard yourself and not even try. But they're out there, and I'm just going to wait until it happens. Yeah.
So 24,
24.
25. Now, don't y'all take this wrong way. Y'all don't look older, but I thought y'all were older just because of your energy.
Yeah,
What's your video?
Yeah, y'all feel so mature.
Thank you.
Like, and black don't crack. So I'm thinking like, I was thinking like 30, 32.
Oh,
Y'all don't look like it
excuse
now.
Thank you.
But
that as
I
a
feel the maturity because you're not like, And so do you think, tell me about your outside life, like what has helped you mature?
Yes.
Ever
I'll
been
go
married
first.
or?
I'll go first. So never been married. I did date someone in high school, had a baby pretty early on in life. So that matured me very quickly. I've always been pretty mature, which is probably why I did that. But anyways, so that really kicks things into high gear, into survival mode, and you just stop playing games. You got to make things happen, and it just makes life a lot more serious. Yeah.
Okay.
So that helped, and also just my upbringing. My mom kind of trained us to be like survival mode. So I like to have fun. I like to do all that stuff, but I also just like to have an end game. That's how I approach life.
How old were you when you got pregnant?
It was right before I turned 17.
Okay.
Right before I turned 17.
So right before you turned 17,
Yes.
and then so were you were 17 when you
17 when I had it.
Okay.
Yes.
When you had him, and so you have a son.
I have a son.
Okay.
He's 6, 7 before the end of the year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard has it been raising them?
Oh my goodness. 11, but like
11.
11, but how many blessings have come from it? Infinite. Infinite.
Okay.
Yeah. He's amazing.
So now your child's father,
yes.
you got pregnant right before 7. How old was he?
Same age.
Same age?
Same age.
So he was trying to take you off the market, but he wasn't ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 So, I mean, here's the thing. Sometimes people see that as a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I kind of, from a male perspective, I
Yeah.
see it as a good thing. Okay. It's bad when it doesn't, it bothers you and it doesn't work out.
Yes.
But I see it as it really, guys, he saw you as a wife. Mm-hmm. And the fact that he would take that risk, we know what happens.
Yes.
But it's like, we don't know that we're not ready.
Yes.
Until it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we don't understand how serious bringing a child into the world is.
It's real.
And so we're doing the action, and we're not fully considering the weight of the consequence.
Yes.
And so that's something. Now, what about yourself? What would you say has matured you?
My first relationship. Okay. So it was pretty toxic. Both parts. I'm not gonna just throw the blame on him. We were just young and dumb and exploring, who we are as individuals. We were pretty young. So
How old?
I was 17. He was 20.
Okay. So now what attracted, the older guy to you? Were you kind of more like filled out or something, or were you where you was hanging out?
No, well, he lied about his age, so that kind of got me, intertwined with him. And then when I found out, I was turning 18, but by the time I found out, it was too late.
Mm.
So, yeah, my first relationship with him was pretty bad. I think it might have done some maybe like childhood trauma or something that made me attracted to an older man. Maybe I see it as stability, but it wasn't. So.
Mm-hmm. And now, where you originally from? Where were you at that time? What city?
We were in Connecticut.
Connecticut.
So at that point, we were in Connecticut. We lived in New Britain, Connecticut. I did mention like I moved around a lot. My mom had moved us there, and I was living in Connecticut for about 3 years before me and him moved together to New Jersey.
Oh wow.
So it was a long-term relationship. We lived with each other, for pretty much most of our relationship.
Okay. And where you originally from?
Hampton, Virginia, first 10 years of my life, and then the rest in Maryland, all over Montgomery County, Maryland.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Now, the men watching this, they're going to be like, okay, well, they single for a reason. So what's wrong with them?
Uh-oh.
So y'all tell me, if anything, what would you say is something that one of your flaws or multiple flaws?
I don't think it's necessarily a flaw. I think some people just don't know how to receive love. I'm very loving, nurturing, and like as I mentioned earlier, I love to cook. I stay in the house, I clean. And some men can just be like, whoa, So that has been, something I've been working on. I think they call it anxious attachment style. I don't have that anymore, but I noticed like in my younger days, I would get a bit anxious if I don't get like certain insurance. Maybe it's because I was lacking that in my childhood. So I've worked on it. It's way better now. I'm able to, go to work, go to the gym, clean my house, do my laundry without, But I think, certain people, are scared of a certain type attributes that I have to offer.
Wow.
Now, I'm sitting next to you, and to me, you scary. Like, it feel like you could fight. Like, it feel like you feel like, yeah, you feel like you could fight. Like, you feel like you feel like you'll cut somebody.
I had to be independent, like I've come from poverty. Like I'm the first person to ever graduate from, my family. It's hard out here.
You ever had to whoop a woman? I'm just trying to feel your
I've had to, Tony, yes. But that's not who I am anymore. I haven't gotten any altercations in approximately 6 to 7 years.
6 to 7
Yes.
years? That was a long time ago. You were
She
grown.
ready. She ready.
No. I love people with the love of the Lord. So the Bible says, if somebody slaps you, take another cheek. And
I'm not there yet.
I try to live by.
You ain't there yet?
I'm not there yet.
As a nurse, you have to be there.
That's good.
Your patients will test.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And see, this is the thing. I want to get a feel for who y'all are, and then also be honest with you as a male of what I'm picking up, because that will affect you in your relationships. So to me, you feel reserved. You feel guarded. You feel like you're afraid to love because you'll love too hard. And then if the man makes a mistake, he might see you standing over him with that knife when he opened his eye. Not literally. You see what I mean? But like that's what your heart is doing. Like, whoa, I dropped my guard and you hurt me. And then it'll be really hard to bounce back from that. And especially if a man you gave your all to. And we're gonna come back to explore that too, because what you said, you're 25, right? I got a client who's 25 and she is like you. And she just told me the same thing, that men don't know how to receive love. Like she cooks, she cleans, she, you know, she there, she's supportive, kind and loving. And, you know, me being 41, that's kind of mind boggling. But I realize a lot of young men, it does scare them. And so
Yeah.
what would you say is your flaws?
Yes. So initially, I liked to trauma bond. So I would pick people who had the same childhood trauma. That didn't work out, obviously. So I had to realize that pattern because I had to ask myself, why did I choose this person? Once I did that, that helped a lot. Then once I got in my first relationship that wasn't based on trauma, it was having goals, right? Having goals for a relationship and mapping out my standards earlier on, going into it with a clear vision. And secondly, just understanding that there are two different perceptions of a relationship. And so allowing time to unravel that rather than just believing my perception is the truth and just diving into that. So I'm the person who is like, oh yeah, I'm into it, like I'm all in. But I really just had to learn to use my discernment and allow time to unravel things. Yeah.
And now using that discernment and giving it time, but you have an added benefit in your life.
Yes.
You know, your bonus, your son. With the state of men today,
Yeah.
how have you found men responding to that? You
Yeah.
having a son?
90% of their responses have been positive. It's like, oh, tell me about him. You know, nobody has met him or anything. He hasn't met anyone. But they're like, oh, wow, I actually respect you. Like, you're doing all X, Y, and Z, and you have a kid. So there's a lot of respect there. There was one instance where a guy liked one of my friends, and he talked about me behind my back to her. So there was one instance. He was just like, oh, I can't believe she has a kid. It wasn't even, you know, necessarily negative, but just that kind of thing. But generally pretty good experience. I was actually surprised because for me, it's a big responsibility to even think about. So the fact that they were so like kind of open-minded about it was shocking. Yeah.
Do you see it being a challenge with a man like actually going forward?
As my son gets older, yes, because it's going to be harder for them to feel like that parental figure. If he gets to a certain age, he might not call them daddy or whatever. It might be Mr. So-and-so. And I'm trying to prevent that. So the age thing is hard. And also just me becoming comfortable being single and operating. Like I only have to make stuff for my son and I only have to pay for stuff for my son. So involving someone else, it can be like interrupting my peace. And so I'm really trying not to be comfortable in my current situation, you know, so that's something. Yeah.
Well, I will say that is a dangerous space to be in.
Yeah.
Now, I don't believe a woman should date if their child is 5 years old or younger.
Yes.
Your son is 6.
So 7.
So, and is he fully like audible?
Yes.
And, okay. So he can express himself. And so that's great.
Yes.
The thing that you're going to face, and that's where you got to heighten that level of discernment, is men. There's not a man in the world who cares about a woman having children if he can sleep with her. So every man will be okay with you having children to get in the bed.
Yes.
So if you get in the bed, you're going to find yourself with a long string of men.
Yes. I notice that they will think that I'm desperate sometimes and try things very early on. I'm like, this is not that. Even that situation was a slow burn. So like, it's not like that. But they will try it. And yeah, I understand it. You know, that's the nature. Like, let me see if I can get in there too. But yeah. No. Yeah.
Now, how have you been able to, you know, date but not, you know, have children? Is that something by choice or?
It's by choice. I think, you know, it's a decision that I made so far because I do believe in breaking generational curses and being married in a covenant before I have somebody's child. But I understand things happen and, you know, it could have been any one of us, you know.
Has a man asked you to be his, the mother of his child?
Yeah.
And you had to tell him no?
I've got, not proposed to, but kind of like making plans towards it by my ex. And I was like I was already at the ending stage of it, where I was just like emotionally checked out.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, he's like, oh, show me like the type of ring that you want. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna send it to you. And
You never seen it?
no,
You didn't want to marry?
I didn't want to marry. We were already going towards 6 years, and I was already like awakening, sort of thing. And I just did not feel like this is my partner.
Okay. Now the men of today say that marriage is not a fair deal for a man, and that they don't get anything out of it. You know, what's y'all's take on that as far as what kind of deal is it for a woman? And then also to those men who feel like that, what are you bringing to that marriage as a woman?
As a woman, I think you bring this life, like this life and this energy to a man that suddenly attracts positive things to them. I think that's a pattern that I've seen where just having a female presence around you, I don't know if it softens you, if it just makes you more receptive to things in the world, but it sort of attracts things if you have the right person with the right energy. And so I guess it lightens your load. It gives you a place to land, right, from the world. It gives you a safe place to land. So I think there's many benefits that are not even tangible. Obviously, she can birth your future generations. That's a pretty big contribution, right? And so there's a lot of intangibles. The benefits of having a man is a friend, a partner, someone to love and laugh with, someone to provide for you. It's also a big deal for women to be a wife. There's a lot that goes into that. You know, as a husband, you know what your wife does for you and vice versa. So both people could say it's a losing game. That's what I think.
What's your take on it?
I think they're like speaking from fear. Maybe they've experienced past relationships that haven't worked out individually, and maybe also witnessed it, maybe in their own homes, and people around them. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and receives faithfulness from the Lord. So I think having a woman with good intentions, because it's also about who you're picking as your mate, right? It's not just a wife. You can just go to a courthouse and get married tomorrow, right? It's about the right individual. Same vice versa for women. You really have to be intentional with picking your partner.
And speaking on that, being intentional, picking your partner, what type of man will you marry?
Well, God speaks to me. Okay, I listen from the Lord almost every day. There's not one day that I go without hearing from Him. So I think when the time is right, He will let me know. I truly believe that, and I feel like I've been single for this long because I've had a lot myself to work on, so that I can become the wife that also my future husband needs.
And you will feel it, like you'll know. But if you were writing your list of that man to God, what would that list say?
So I'm not totally opposed to my husband. Now, he can't be a Muslim or Buddhist, but if he's like, doesn't know his faith exactly, it's not like a deal breaker for me, because I do believe with my influence, he might come around. But it would have to be maybe a man of faith, good character, values, integrity, morals, somebody who wants to put me first, and we can actually work towards that. Because some men have this idea that is mom, wife, or no, mom, kids, and wife. I don't believe in that order. I believe it's God, wife, kids, and then mother, right? So it would have to be a man, who has that type of thinking pattern.
That's a good point. Now, is that from the Hispanic culture, or that's just your personal belief?
That's just my personal belief.
Okay. So when you have a son one day, let's say you have a son,
Absolutely.
you're going to be fully okay when he put wife, kids, you, and then he call you like once a month.
Like treat your wife with respect.
Mhm.
Like I would love for my daughter-in-law to call me like, can you check your son? Like, just going through situations. Yes, absolutely. Like,
Yeah.
help your wife, treat
Mhm.
her right.
Mhm.
So,
I love that.
Yeah.
And that is, I can attest to that. And my mom, she says that to me. She say, boy, you sure take that scripture serious about a husband gonna forsake his mama
Oh, Lord.
and cleave to his wife. And I'm like, wow, okay. Now, what would you say? Describe to me the type of man you will marry.
Yeah. I would marry someone who believes in God, so believes in Jesus Christ specifically. I used to, when I was younger, I thought I could marry someone of a different faith, but now that I'm so rooted in my faith, it's like there's no way. Raising a child with different beliefs, I can only imagine the tension that could be there. So definitely same faith. Someone that I want my son to be when he grows up, like someone who's hardworking, who's kind, good character, and who treats everyone well, regardless of if they have anything to offer him. I would say, like, you see people who treat you nicely because they think you're beautiful or because you have something that they can gain. I want someone who treats a random person kindly, and also someone who gives back, volunteers, and is an active person in their community.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do y'all have a time limit on when you want it to happen? Like, is it an age that you'll cross that you'll start to feel depressed if it hasn't happened for you?
I'm ready right now.
Yesterday.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, 25.
I'm like, God, I'm ready to be a wife,
Mm-hmm.
And I think He has been preparing me for that,
Mm-hmm.
I really do believe that He has been preparing me for
Yeah.
rolling like.
Okay, fellas, y'all slide in the DM now. Y'all slide in the DM.
Oh,
What about you? Is it an age that you
Yeah.
like? That's my limit.
The limit, I don't know. I would say if I graduate from my program and I'm not married, I'd be like, or at least in a serious relationship, it would give me pause.
How long is that? How long?
I have 2 more years after this year, so 2.5 years left.
Okay.
Yeah. So time is going by.
Okay. Now in Philadelphia, where we are, how would y'all describe the dating market as far as the type of men that's out here?
Surprisingly, Philadelphia, no. But like I've gotten people from different parts in PA, even New York City, New Jersey, that are willing to like travel,
Not Philadelphia though.
Very seldomly.
Yeah.
Yes. So like, I know how to also. I'm selective, so I'm not gonna if I can tell by your profile that you smoke weed, that you just gang banging, or you're not serious. I'm gonna not even respond to you. So I've surprisingly I've been getting good prospects.
Okay.
But I would say that I just started dating. So like I literally just started dating about a month ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's it going?
It's going pretty good.
What you mean? Like, can you see a future or?
Well, it's still early. It's been only a month. But it's going pretty good. The prospects are good. Some men are respectful. Not all of them, are sluns. And I think we have like this misconception of that all men are a certain type of way.
White men, black men, Hispanic men.
So I don't have a necessarily a type. But I do prefer a colored man, and I do prefer a black man, a Hispanic man.
Okay. Now, how would you describe the dating? Well, I would say Philadelphia specifically.
Yeah.
Even though we're going around the country, how would you describe the men here?
The same thing as you. I meet men in Philly who are from surrounding cities, so they come into the city to hang out, to meet people, and that's who I've been dating. And pretty good prospects. Like I typically get people who are engineers or in finance, so like pretty good, ambitious people, kind, willing to take you out and all that stuff, treat you well. but they will try you early on. Oh, can I drive you home? Can you come up? No. But that's human nature, so I'm not judging them for that. Race wise, I get a lot of Nigerian men, and my mom is Congolese, so I also get Congolese men. Now, yeah. So, and also black men. Yeah.
Okay.
I do get approached by other races, but it is way less frequent than the African diaspora.
Yeah. Okay. And now, are you open to different races? Or?
I'm open. Yeah,
Okay.
I do prefer black men, but I have no, as long as you love Jesus, I'm open.
Now, you look like you could be with a white man.
Okay.
You'll be open to it?
I would be open to
Serena
it.
and Venus did it.
I would be open to it.
Would you be open to a white man?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. And for me, it's like I'm okay with interracial dating.
Okay.
I like it when it's organic.
Yeah.
And when it's authentic.
Yeah.
Like if a guy approaches you and he's of another race and you were just magnetic. And he's like, hey, or let's say y'all in the same group, same interest group, and y'all start talking, he gets to know you, and then you hit it off. I like that when it's like that.
Yeah.
But whenever it's like forced and it's like something to where, it's a situation like it's a fetish.
Yeah.
Like that's when it's bad.
I want to bring up something. So I've had a good amount of black men, like elders I would consider, tell me not to date white men and tell me that I'm, betraying my people. I need to stay in the... But I'm like, are you telling the other people the same thing? So do you hear men being told not to date outside their race?
Not really.
Okay.
It's certain... I've heard men say that their mom may say, if she can't use my comb, don't bring her home, that type of thing. But no, men really aren't being told that. And we're seeing a lot of men, especially like black men who are successful, who make millions. We're seeing them go and choose other races.
Is it because white women are more softer, more feminine, less masculine? What do you think?
That is part of it. And I also feel like that what a lot of people don't think about is just the novelty of it.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like when you're with somebody that you're not used to, you're gonna be on 10.
Yes.
So if a white woman gets with a black man, he's like a science fiction character. Like she only knows him from the movies and stuff like that. Whereas a black woman, if you grew up around black men or men of color, you're like, boy, I know you. Like anything he's saying, it's like you're not as in awe. You're not as, you don't fall for the games. And so it's a lot of little nuances that goes into it. But here's the thing. This is what I would say, as a male and sitting and talking with y'all, it's kind of like if y'all don't meet your husband, I say in the next 2 to 3 years, it would definitely be telling of just the climate of dating. Yeah. Like it would really be telling because you're taking care of yourself, you're presenting yourself, you're well spoken, you're working or getting an education. It's like I believe y'all are the type of woman that men are looking for. And so what will you do going forward that may be different than you've done in the past as it relates to preparing for your husband and getting positioned?
Yes. Well, I take your advice because I watch all your videos, and since you saw me face to face, person to person, you mentioned that I might rough around the edges side. So I will try to be soft.
Cause we took a pic. We took a picture, and you was like, and I was like, and then we took another picture.
Don't tell me it came out.
And I said you didn't smile, and you was like, so, I really want to get to the root of that, of like do you feel beautiful?
I do feel beautiful.
You do?
Yeah.
So why you ain't smile on the picture?
I don't know. I was like kind of awkward in the nerves, and
Yo, you nervous
just a little bit, tad bit during the beginning.
to not smile though?
Yeah,
That'll
like
keep you from
it was
smiling?
like shaking.
Oh,
like my,
yeah.
my lips
Really?
were moving
Okay.
a little bit.
Wow, now I'm married now.
Oh
I'm married now.
my goodness.
But that right there, it's good. It is good that you're not so open
Mm-hmm.
because it's dangerous.
Yes.
A man will come in and deceive you. And so it is good that you're not open. So continue to guard your heart and keep watching the videos and all of that, because that way when you see the game, you'll recognize it.
That discernment. You can either guard your heart or harden your heart.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not hardened to love.
Mm-hmm.
I still have all of you to offer to that one special man. But I definitely am a big guardian.
That's good though. That's good.
Yeah.
What's something you'll do different
For
to
myself,
position yourself
Yes.
for your husband?
I'm literally going to position myself in terms of the places that I go. I'm trying to take myself out of my comfort zone. So I'm always around the same kind of people. So I'm trying to go into spaces where I might not feel the most comfortable in different areas of the city, just to put my face out there and also be outside. I'm a mom. Like, I'm always in the house. So I would say twice a month I try to go out just to get my face out there. So maybe working outside the house more and just, being visible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I say something, Tony?
Yeah.
Because some men are like afraid to approach women.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have yet to get approached in a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and I work out
Mm-hmm.
like rigorously.
Yeah.
So I'm always at the gym, and there's
You're pretty.
a lot of strong, muscular, masculine men there, and it's like they're not approaching the woman anywhere you go. So
Well, here's the thing. Do you get approached? You get approached?
Mm-hmm.
So they will approach the woman. They don't approach women who don't smile in their pictures with us in a safe space.
Yeah.
So think about it. If you're in a safe space and you don't smile in the picture, when you go out, when the man look at you, you like you really sizing him up, like you love him. So it's just, you don't have to show teeth when you see a man, but you got to make eye contact, and you could just nod,
Yeah.
just a look,
but I've been doing that.
lip smile, just
Like I go, I'm like,
just look. You just got to keep doing it, because it's gonna take them a little time,
Yes, they work up
and
to it.
you
It's
might
so
have
funny.
you might have to practice it in the mirror. You might have to practice, because you might think you're doing that, and you might be frowning. You might be looking at them frowning, and so because you do present yourself, you have the 3B, so
Yes.
a man should approach you, and you don't want to change too much, because what it means is like your spirit is more open. Having a son could also have helped with that development of you got to be more loving.
Yes.
You got to have that balance, vulnerable. So good and bad on each side. But when you are guarded, you're going to attract a more confident man.
Okay.
So when he sees you, he's like, that's my wife. Like, I've seen her walking through my mind. Like, I gotta go approach her. And he will be fully confident and fully sure. You will repel men who are grown boys and insecure, for the most part. Now, certain cities may have some guys pants sagging off his butt and he just don't care. He gonna come approach you. So you don't want to change it too much. And then with you, you got to be careful that you're not too open.
Yeah.
Because if you too smiley or too friendly, a man will read into that and say, oh, if we go to the apartment and say we want to watch Netflix, he goes further. You ain't got to worry about that. I don't think.
They try me.
You ain't got to worry about that. And so that's a good thing. And that's something you'll have to work on.
Yeah.
Now, when you with a man, you hanging out, like she say, sometimes they'll try her real fast. Do guys try you fast, or No.
I think they're like pedal to the metal because I know it's not gonna last long. Because I can sense she's gonna end it quickly. They do drive me, but they don't get too far. Never.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. Now, hot seat in closing, and it's just yes or no questions.
Okay.
And so, a man 5'9", yes or no?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay. White man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Married in under 12 months. Would you marry a man under 12 months?
Yes, I would.
No.
Would you marry a man who has multiple children?
No. How much are we talking?
Yeah. Can you give us a
Multiple,
number,
like 2 or more.
Can we do 2 or less?
No.
2 or less.
2 or more. Well, 2. I mean,
I'll do 2.
You'll do
That's
2?
max.
Okay, but not 3. Okay. And would you marry a man that is more than 5 years younger than you? You can't. Well, yes, you can because you're 24. 5 years younger than you. Yes or no? Yes or no?
More than 5 years younger?
5 years younger.
That'd be 19 now.
Would you marry a man that's 15 years older than you?
This is interesting you bring this up. I have someone that I like. He's 15 years older. Can't do it.
Can't do it?
Can't do it.
Okay.
I would love your take on that, but yeah, I feel like I can't do it.
Okay. Well, I will say, y'all in good shape. Y'all in good shape. And I'm worried about you a little more.
Why?
Just because you're a little more nice, But it's also just because men going to read into it.
Oh, no.
And then on the other side, I feel good about you, but I'm still worried about you because you might block them away. Right. You might keep them.
But you said the right man is going to be like, that's my wife.
He going to feel that. It just will you feel that? And will you be able to soften and drop the guard and let them in without over loving and over giving too soon? So that'll be the thing.
Yeah.
And if you could do that, it'd be good. So yeah. So thank y'all so much for joining. And I really appreciate it. And I'm wishing y'all the best.
Thank you so much.
To the men watching this, if their Instagram on the screen, Mike could shoot your shot, slide in the DM. But thank y'all so much, and we'll see you soon.